Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayam Vishnupad Brahmamsa Parivajakacarya Ashtadarashad Srimad Abhaycharanam Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajakacarya Ashtadarashad Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Grantharaj Srimad Bhagvatam Ki Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Nitai Gaura Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagvatam. Canto 1, Chapter 3, Text 15. Rupam sajagre matsyam Chaksuso dadi samplave Navi arupya mahi mayam Apad vivasvatam manum Rupam sajagre matsyam Chakshusho sadadi samplave Nabhi arupya mahi mayam Apad vivasvatam manu Rupam sajagre matsyam Chakshusho dadi samplave Nabhi arupya mahi mayam Apad vivasvatam manu Rupam sajagre matsyam Apadvaiva satam manu Rupam sasagrajate masyam Takshashodari samplave Ayaropya mayam Apadvaiva satam manu Rupam sajagra matsam Chakshushodahi samplave Navi aropya mayam Napadavasatam manu Rupam form Sa he Jagre accepted Matsyam of the feast Chakshusa Udadi water Samplave inundation Navi underboard Aropya keeping on Mahi the earth Mayam drowned in Apad protected Vaivasvatam Vaivasvata Manum Manu the father of man. Translation and purport by His Divine Guest Srila Prabhupada. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki. When there was a complete inundation after the period of Chakshusa Manu and the whole world was deep within the water, the Lord accepted the form of a fish and protected the Vaivasvata Manu, keeping him on a boat. Purport. According to Sridhar Swami, the original commentator on the Bhagavatam, there is not always a devastation after the change of every Manu, and yet this inundation after the period of Chakshusa Manu took place in order to show some wonders to Satyavrata. But Sri Jiva Goswami has given the definite proofs from authoritative scriptures like Vishnu, Dharmotra, Markandeya Purana, Harivamsa, etc., that there is always a devastation after the end of each and every Manu. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti also supported Srila Jiva Goswami, and he, Sri Chakravarti, also has quoted from Bhagavatamrita about this inundation after each Manu. After from this, the Lord, in order to show the special favor to Satyavrata, or devotee of the Lord, in this particular period, incarnated himself. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salayakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Vistapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadanti Sapadantikam Bandeham Shri Guru Vati Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamcha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitham Tam Sajivam Savadaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakha Nitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Shute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Bancha Kalpataru Vesha Kripa Sindhu Vevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Someone was supposed to give class, but no one turned out, so bear with me. So in these pastimes, we've been listening to different incarnations, as we see, like in how there was, the most popularized 10 incarnations, as we know, but there are different, 22 different incarnations, as Bhagavatam talks in the first canto. So among them, we have discussed so far 9th incarnation. So just to recollect, can we go and revise, what are the different incarnations from the beginning? So it starts from 4 Kumaras, and then after that, anyone can answer? Yeah. And after Barahadev comes Narada incarnation and Narayan Rishi, and the Kapila, Dattatreya, followed with the Yajna, Rishadev, and we have Prithu Maharaj in the previous text. And this text we are talking about Matsya incarnation. So as feast incarnation. So this verse, it talks about how Lord, He comes as a feast incarnation, just to save, just to protect Bhavishya the Manu, and also to show the special favor to Satyavarta. And Satyavarta happens to be a devotee of Lord. So as Lord comes, He has Paritranaya sadhuna vinaschaya duskritam. He comes to protect the pious, to annihilate the demons. So these are the main thing. And not only that, and Lord comes to show His pastimes, and to attract all living entities towards His pastimes. And once the living entity get attached with His pastimes, and it's easy for him to go back to Godhead actually. So that's another reason for the Lord coming to this material world. So, but here specifically we see there are different kinds of inundation, and Prabhupada giving different reference, telling how, even though giving reference from the Jiva Goswami plus Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, that how in every era of the Manu, there's a devastation happening. There will be small devastation happening. On that, Lord comes as the feast incarnations, and He saves so many different things. Plus Satyavarta Maharaj. The similar pastimes we can see in I think it's Christian stories as well, where Noah, he tells Jesus says, okay, all the bad people will be dying at that period of time, but I'll come and save you. So just prepare a big board, on that big board you save all the herbs from the different in the planets, and then take all the valuable things, and then I'll come here and personally save you actually from the boat. So you can see some of the concocted and some change of ideas coming through the different scriptures as well, from Bhagavatam. As we see that Bhagavatam is the oldest, all the knowledge comes from him, come from this, because it is eternal. Not only 5,000 years ago it was happening, but we see the Bhagavatam is eternal, from different periods of time, different personalities were giving Bhagavatam. The recent one, we've been just discussing how Lord Sankarsana, he gives Bhagavatam to 4 Kumaras, and 4 Kumaras in turn, they give to, what's the name? Sankhya Muni, and Sankhya Muni happens to giving to Brihaspati and Parasara. And Parasara they give to Maitreya Muni, and Maitreya Muni goes to Vidura. And from Vidura it goes to, we read different pastimes how Vidura was talking with Maitreya Muni and so forth, and conversation is happening, and we can hear those pastimes. So, as the famous pastimes we see in how there is between Sukadev Goswami and Maharaj Pariksit. So like that we can see how Bhagavatam is eternally going on. Similarly, there is a devastation going on, in each Manu's time, and the partial devastation, and so forth. We see so many different annihilations, like in one night of Brahma and the day of Brahma, and when Brahma finishes, that period of time also, devastation is happening as well. So the complete devastation, partial devastation, and this little devastation as well. And this kind of devastation, when it happens, it has a different sequential order. It has we can see when devastation happens, it's interesting that all the planets will get inundated with water, and that's one kind of devastation. Another is world, planet will get submerged into the water. And the other devastation is mentioned just because the living entities seeing that such a disorder in the planet, and then people not following the rules and regulations, and then again it has to come again to the period of devastation. And so seeing that Lord Sankarsana being angry, he emanates fire from his mouth, and that fire is also one kind of devastation, and it goes for 36,000 of earthly years. So that period of time, and it goes on like that. And so people like Bhrigu Muni, who are very capable of traveling from one planet to other planets, they're seeing this devastation. They try to run from one planet to other. And so that's one kind of devastation. So, and it completely, finishes everything. But those few devotees who are on high level, who have some mystic powers and who are capable of doing such things, they will be protected. And one of the examples we can see from Shastra, that how Markandeya Muni, he wants to see the illusory potency of Lord, and Lord shows how devastation was happening, and entire period of time, he was just in water, here and there, taking the water was taking here from, and it goes on so long time, and he was not able to bear that actually, and he was so in distress, and then finally he sees baby Krishna and the people live, and then his misery was gone. So similarly, we see different kinds of activities happening. And so all this devastation, one interesting point I remember was and as just the Sambartha cloud, it comes, and the details of the Sambartha cloud is mentioned in Bhagavatam, that how just one drop is equal to one big pine tree actually. So imagine how quickly the earth gets inundated with water, and then finally everything will be finished over a period of time. So, but Lord has shown special favor to devotees, as we see in the previous text how Prithu Maharaj, he came, he established, he kicked out the previous king, and then he himself became the king, because in the people, they were not a rightful king to protect the dharma, and then and so he excavated the many produces from the earth, and then he established proper order in the earthly kingdom, and people were becoming happy after that. So that was the thing actually, and then different incarnation comes for the different reasons. So these are the things, and we can see in the big cosmic trend, that how there's in a period where there's a Satya Yuga, Treta, and Dwapar and Kali, and it goes on like that, and then the manifestation is there, and then devastation is there. The earth get everything get manifested again, and everything get devastated again. So this cycle goes and on like that actually. But for the ordinary people to understand, just to have the simple idea how one human life, the human being takes the birth, and he is born, and he is born as a small child, and he grows up, and in no time he is youth, and all with the struggle in the life he becomes around 30, 40. So, and he grows old, and there's time to die actually. And by the meanwhile, he produces his different offsprings. He has a child, he builds his in a small empire, and then he has his liking, disliking, And as a living entity comes into this material world, he is directed by three modes of material nature. He has to act in a certain different ways, and as one comes to this material world, then because he has his mind, intelligence, and the body made of 5 different elements, and he has to do the process of thinking, feeling, and willing. And when one does the process of thinking, feeling, and willing, then there's a reaction. Reaction is one has to go through either good reaction or bad reaction. The good reaction, it elevates oneself to achieve something, good things in life, get a good karma, have good things in life. But the bad reaction are more degrading, and it is more entangling, and it gives more suffering later on. So one has to perform something. One cannot sit idle. So as he is given this material body. So if one does bhakti, one engages his thinking, feeling, willing towards devotional service, towards Krishna's activities, thinking of Lord's pastimes, engaging in bhakti yoga, then all these knots, all this action and reactions is cut down actually. So this kind of different kinds of pastime, hearing of different lords, different stories, and how so many personalities, they came over a period of time, and they established dharma, a religious principle, and then Lord comes to establish the pure loving devotional service loving devotional service, and one takes benefit out of that, and then one gets fully advantage of that actually, and one gets delivered. It's very simple as that actually, and that's why it's so much important that one listens to these pastimes. One gets absorbed to these pastimes, one gets attached with these pastimes, and then finally he gets taste towards that, and then so it's just lifetime practice. Sometimes when we see it sounds very difficult because everyone is struggling through the mind and senses. Minds are and senses are pulling towards you different directions, but to get attracted with the Lord pastimes and his activities, it's very hard because our conditioning and our baggage are so strong, and we have a different weight of different baggages, and with that it's pulling towards the material energy. As being marginal energy, we're always in between. Sometimes, most of the times, we're attracted towards material things because we have a big, we have a huge imprints of those, and that's our more pulling because the senses are always active, and they are senses are always looking for to gratify something. So because senses cannot be, they can't remain idle, so it has to engage in something. If you are not engaging in Lord's service, then naturally the tendency will be you'll be engaged in materialistic activities. That's the nature of the senses. So, the main point was if we try to develop, by hook and crook, by the association of devotees, by the institution we have, some attraction towards devotees, some attraction towards the Lord pastimes, some attraction towards the Bhagavatam, then it will be so nice. It doesn't have to be just in one day. Slowly, little by little, we have whatever state we are in, whatever the condition we are in. Bhagavatam says like akama sarva kama vyo moksha kama udara devi tivrena bhakti yagena yajata purusham param. Whether you are you have desire or without desire, whether you're desiring for liberation, you render loving devotional service to the Lord with a great force, and that will take care actually. So no matter whatever the conditioning we are in, once we should develop, our endeavors will be like every step of life, we should develop more attraction toward Krishna. We should be always contemplating that how can we become pure devotee of Krishna? Why I am not pure devotee? That will be the aim of life. And one step, our motivation and our goal should be like directed towards how can we leap towards like one step further. So that way we can slowly come to the pure devotional service, and that will be the perfection of life. So with that note, I'll like to end here. Is there any question or comments? Yes, bro. Yeah. All what do you say? Like only Vaivasvata Manu or everyone else? Yeah. So many people died actually, but the people mentioned here were only saved at that period of time actually. Because if you go later part of the Bhagavatam, it says like only people who are mentioned by Vaivasvata Manu, Satyavata, and plus like some of the scriptures and some items were like saved, but rest of were like inundated over a period of time. Yeah. Yes, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's quite a lot. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jai Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Gaur Premanandi. Yeah.